With today's Panther preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Fall Creek High School tonight, boys high school basketball as Durand is at Fall Creek for a non-conference matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther preview brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As the Panthers get ready for tonight's game, and they are 9-3 on the season after their 65-49 win over Mondovi. Meanwhile, Fall Creek, they're 12-2 overall. Their last game was a 47-38 loss to Bloomer. And leading a scorer for the Panthers and rebounder, once again, is Gunnar Hurlbert. Gunnar is averaging about 14 points per game and 8 rebounds per game. Bo Volrath is the leading scorer and rebounder for Fall Creek. He's averaging nearly 20 points and 8 rebounds a game, and so it should be a good matchup between the two big men tonight. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther preview, we'll talk with Durand head coach Justin Radetzky about tonight's game, also about the win over Mondovi as well. And coming up next, we'll tell you who's playing where on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. We'll have that coming up on our Advent Health Panther preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand Panther boys basketball on WRDN.
At Advent Health, nothing is more important to us than you. We're here to care for you, ease your mind, and lift your spirits. Our medical expertise and network of care can help you meet your health challenges, hurdles, and hardships with hope, with courage, with confidence. Today, tomorrow, and in the future, we are here when you need us the most. For the latest updates on coronavirus, visit coronavirusresourcehub.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand Fall Creek boys basketball game, let's run down our schedule on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Along with the Durand Fall Creek game, Cadott is hosting Glenwood City. Elk Mound is on the road to St. Croix Central. Meanwhile, in the Dairyland Conference tonight, Elma Center Lincoln is at Gilmanton, and Augusta is hosting Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. And in the Middle Border Conference tonight, New Richmond, they are at Somerset, while Amory is at Cumberland. All of the girls' teams locally are off tonight. They are back in action tomorrow night. That's what's happening around the area in our high school sports schedule on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on our website at realcountry1430.com/sports. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther preview, we're going to talk with the Durand head coach Justin Radetzky about the win over Mondovi in tonight's game against Fall Creek. That's next here on the Advent Health Panther preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand Panther boys basketball on WRDN.
Right now, health is in every headline. But are we actually taking care of ourselves? At Advent Health, we're making sure you can safely check in with a medical professional. Schedule an appointment with your primary care provider or book a virtual visit right from your home. We're taking every safety precaution so you have easy access to care. There's never been a more important time to take care of your whole health. It's time to check in. Download the Advent Health app or visit adventhealthdurand.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. So we get ready for tonight's Durand Fall Creek boys basketball game. Joining us right now, Durand head coach Justin Radetzky. And coach, first let's talk about Mondovi. You know, looking back, I didn't realize this until after the game. We ended that game on a 16-0 run.
Yeah, we really closed out the game pretty well, and I think I talked about it, at the end of the last game, and it seemed like, when Ethan Feedy took that big charge, and that just, we got that charge, and it fired everybody else up to say that's enough, and they sealed it up and played really well defensively to close it out, and then when you get stops, that creates offense for us, and we got out and made some buckets.
And I mean, during that 6 minutes, it goes 6 minutes without allowing a score, and Mondovi had, called a couple of timeouts. but they just couldn't figure out your defense then adjusted instantaneously.
Yeah, it really did, and I think, like I said, that big charge just got everybody's fired up to say, okay, it's time to win this game, and everybody stepped up. I can think of a bunch of different opportunities, some big blocks by Ethan Hurlbert, Simon coming up with a big steal on a 3 attempt from a guy. I mean, just a bunch of those that then again created that offense for us.
Is that something you're hoping can kind of be like an inflection point here? Where now, granted, we're not going to shut out Fall Creek, obviously, but to where the defense now for every game, the guys are going to be like, we got to take this to that next level right away.
Well, yeah, and we as a team, we kind of talked about that after the Luther game. Is can we play that hard all the time, and can we take control of the ball, be strong with the ball, all the little things in those big games when the pressure's really on. Can we do that all the time now to bring us to that next level? And I think, closing out that Mondovi game, we really saw where we could be defensively, and just coming out with just a little more, mindset to do that from the start would be big.
Talking with Durand head coach Justin Radeski tonight, taking on Fall Creek. They're in the Clover Belt West, 12-2. They are a tough team.
Yes, they really are. Kind of knew that from years past. Some of the guys that they had coming back knew that they'd be very good this year, where they were ranked in the state early on. A very nice team. They did just take one on the chin to Bloomer, who played them real tough and a solid man. So they're probably going to come out a little, mad from that and a little more focused against us here. But that's good. We want to have a big battle against them, and this could be another playoff matchup potentially. So it'd be good to get a feel on what they're doing. We see a lot of, some 2-3, some man-to-man out of them. We're going to look to put a little pressure on them. They're big heavy, not so much guard heavy, so we want to pressure their guards a little bit more tonight, and then just adjust to how they're defending us.
You mentioned that Bloomer game. So Bloomer, they used like a man defense that just kind of threw them off?
Yeah, they just played solid man against them, and it sounded like they just took a lot of things away. But then they were maybe having an off night or something too. But just played them real tough man to man, and we're hoping. Our man defense been looking better and better. So hopefully we can do a similar thing tonight.
Now defensively, what challenges you said they do? They like to do a 2-3 zone.
They like to do a 2-3 and a man, so it's just going to be adjusting to what they're throwing at you. You might see a little 3-2, but it's been more 2-3 man-to-man. And for us, just trying to adjust to whatever they're throwing at us there, and then getting stops, getting out in transition is going to be big. Pressuring their guards. They got a nice guard in Martzke, very good, deadly three-point shooter. Number 3, no kidding, right? And he's a guy we got to make sure we're aware of where he's at. I think he's almost 50% from 3, so he's shooting it very well. And then they're got a couple bigs in there too that do a really nice job. Their sophomore, number 24, he's a low down low. I mean, he's got good footwork. Just going to be a tough one, but it should be a good matchup for Gunner and some of the guys battling against him.
Do they like to defensively, if they're doing this zone, then do they like to press at times or not?
Not so much. I've seen a little bit here and there, but I really don't think we'll see much of the press tonight from them. But maybe just to slow you up, but then getting back into it. But nothing with full-on pressure. With
that big person in the post, and that does it make sense if we score that we slap a press on them right away to maybe try and follow their offense up so they're not able to potentially get those wide open threes?
Well, it'd be one thing to put a little pressure on to make their guards have to work more. It doesn't let them just bring it down and be able to throw it in the post to them too. So sometimes you can take the post out of it if you get a little more pressure on them in the full court. But we got to play with that here and there and just see what our matchups are in there and who they got in there. Not something we'll do the whole game, but here and there for sure.
With this player that likes to heave up the threes, I mean, can you potentially target him, if anything, to try and wear him out? Because we've talked about this before. Okay, in the beginning of the game, he's going to get some, but as the game goes on, if we can kind of wear him out and get his legs a little weaker, well, then he starts missing them.
For sure, and he's going to have his hands full because Simon's probably going to be all over him all night long. So, watching Simon go against the Rudd kid last week for Mondovi, I'm thinking to myself, I would not want to have him, following me around all game long. That's for sure. So, Martzke's going to be in for it that way with Simon all over him all night.
Should be a fun game tonight. Coach, we'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thanks.
Durand head coach Justin Radetsky on the way. Starting lineups and tip-off. It's Durand at Fall Creek and boys high school basketball. It's coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM, translator W297CH, Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
And once again from Fall Creek High School, I'm Brian Winnekins on Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. A special welcome to the men and women serving in the military, listening to our broadcast via our audio streaming service at our website. Thank you for your service. We hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. And thank you to Prime Realty of Durand and Mondovi. Visit their website at primerealtymidwest.com. They are the area's #1 home seller, and Adams Super Service, your Napa Gold Car Care Center, Durand. They are our streaming audio sponsors. Coming out for the Panthers tonight, number 3, senior Simon Bauer, number 11, junior Zachary Nelson, number 12, junior Dre Bauer, number 23, senior Gunnar Hurlbert, and number 24, sophomore Ethan Hurlbert. And for Fall Creek, again, they are 12-2 overall. And coming out to number 3, Cameron Martzke, the senior. Number 12, junior Ben Kelly. Number 24, sophomore Bo Wohlrath. Number 30, Leo Hegberg. And number 34, Jeffrey Ritker. That's the starting lineup tonight for our two teams. And the Panthers in their purple uniforms with the black numerals. Fall Creek in their white uniforms with the green numerals. Panthers will be going from right to left, Fall Creek left to right here in this first half. Throughout the night, we'll be thanking our high school sports sponsors. Can't say this enough. Please thank our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. We're ready to go. Zach Nelson at center, facing Volrath. All right, so here we go from Fall Creek tonight. And it's up, and it's going to be controlled by the Crickets. And coming down to the wing, number 30, that's Hegberg. Hegberg now over to Kelly. Kelly, top of the key. Kelly now to Martzke. Martzke's the big three-point shot threat. Martzke on the left wing. Now gets it inside over to Kelly. Kelly's got to kick it back out to the top of the key to Martzke. Martzke now over to Volrath. Volrath hands it off to Kelly. Kelly kicks it over to Ritker in the right corner. Tries to drive inside. Puts up the shot up and in. And 2-0 Fall Creek. Simon Bauer will bring it up across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Dre Bauer now on the right wing. Inside to Nelson. Nelson drives the lane, puts up the shot. No good. And it's going to be off of the Panthers, and it will go back to the Crickets. Full court Panther press. Kelly to inbound it to our left. Kelly inbounds it now to Martzke. Martzke now back to Kelly. Kelly now over to Hegberg. Hegberg back to Kelly. Kelly across the timeline now Over to Volrath. Volrath now in the wing, loses control of the ball, regains control, pass knocked away by Nelson. Nelson to Bauer. Bauer back the other way. Over to Nelson. Nelson gets fouled. Looks like he'll be fouled by Kelly going for the high pass. And so it'll stay Panther ball. Simon Bauer to inbound it to our left. Crickets lead 2-0. Inbounded to Ethan Hurlburt. Ethan Hurlburt, left corner, comes up to the wing. Now he's going to drive into the lane. Puts up the shot, under, lays it, no good. Rebounded, though, by Ethan. Ethan over to Gunner. Gunner now, bounce pass inside to Simon. Puts it on the ground, head fakes, high shot up, no good. Rebounded by Ritker. Quickly back the other way is Martsky. Martsky across the timeline for the Crickets. Into the corner is Kelly. Drives left baseline, hands it off over to Volrath. Driving the lane, up and in. And so now 4-0 Crickets as Simon Bauer comes across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Nelson. Nelson on the wing. Inside to Bauer. Bauer loses the ball. Break back the other way. That's Kelly. Kelly lets everybody go by him. Now hands it off to Martsky. Martsky on the left wing. Martsky retreats back towards center court. Now around the horn they go. Over to Ritker on the right wing. Ritker now to the top of the key to Volrath. Volrath now to Kelly. Kelly left wing. Kelly looking for a cutter, nobody there. Hagberg tries to curl in, can't do it. Uh-oh, and a pass goes back the other way, but Martsky was able to save it as no one was there to receive that pass. Back over to Hagberg. Hagberg back at center court, comes down to the wing, has Dre Bauer in his face. Bounce pass now into the lane. That's Kelly. Kelly puts up the shot, up and in. Tough shot by Kelly. Makes it 6-0, or 6-0 now Fall Creek. And back the other way come the Panthers. Over to Nelson. Nelson to Bauer. Bauer now at the top of the key. Over to Zach Nelson once again. Into Gunner. Gunner into the lane. Head fakes, puts up the shot. Off the glass. No good. Knocked out, though, by Dre Bauer to Simon Bauer back at center court. Bauer now top of the key. Over to Gunner on the left wing. Gunner fakes right, goes left into the lane. Kicks it back out now to Nelson. Nelson now. 15-footer shot, no good. Rebounded tip. Rebounded by the Crickets. That is Hagberg with the rebound. Back the other way come the Crickets, leading 6-0 here in this first period. Inside pass now to Kelly. Kelly dishes it off into the inside. Volrath, no shot. A travel. It'll go back to the Panthers. As Nelson now to inbound it to Simon Bauer. Bauer now will bring it across the timeline for Durand. Bauer now to the top of the key, over to Nelson. Nelson now inside pass to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer driving the lane, up and in. Panthers on the board. 6-2 and full court Panther press now. Bounce pass to Martsky. Martsky the lob pass as they get it across the timeline with Hagberg. Back to Martsky. Martsky now back towards center court. Over to Ritker. Ritker on the far outside, tries to work off the screen. He's going to drive inside, puts up the shot, hard off the glass. No good, crash in the glasses. Volrath puts up a shot, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Nelson. His first team foul. Going to the line for two is Volrath. Thank you to NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider. Durand, Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. It's tax time. IRS started taking tax returns today. Give them a call, 672-4425 to schedule that appointment. And Advent Health of Durand, time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Both free throws good. And so it's back to 8-2 Crickets. Over to Nelson to Bauer. Bauer left wing. Thought about the three, said it better not do that. Over to Dre Bauer now. Over to Nelson. Nelson top of the key. Three ball! Zach Nelson with the three. And inbounded to Kelly. Kelly quickly across the timeline for the Crickets. Inside of the lane, they kick it back out now. Over to Hagberg. Hagberg back inside it to Volrath. Drives the lane, up and in. Volrath's having a nice night so far in the paint for the Crickets. Across the timeline comes Bauer. That's Simon Bauer over to Nelson. Nelson to Gunner. Gunner now on the right wing. Gunner will head fake. Now he kicks it back out to Simon. Simon will drive to his right, drives inside, puts up a shot. No good. Loose ball. Still a loose ball. Dre Bauer fighting for it. Still a loose ball. It'll be kicked by White, they're going to say, so it will be Panther ball. Well, Dre Bauer is the one kind of causing all that ruckus as well, and ended up managing to get the ball back as it was kicked by the Crickets. Simon now to inbound it to Gunner. Gunner now is going to drive in from the left wing. Puts up the shot, up and in.
And so 10-7 now. Crickets. Full court Panther press. Volrath will get it across the timeline quickly, though, over to Hagberg. Hagberg back to Volrath. Volrath looking inside now to Kelly. Kelly driving the paint, puts up a shot, partially blocked. He gets his own rebound. Now Martsky drives in from the right wing, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Simon. Simon on the transition to Dre. Dre over to Ethan. Ethan puts up a shot, blocked out of bounds by number 34, Jeffrey Ritker. It'll stay Panther ball. Simon Bauer now to inbound it on our left. Simon kind of directing traffic, saying, let's go, you guys. Bounce pass to Gunner. Gunner now will try to drive in on left baseline. Back to Ethan. Ethan will drive in his place, over, lays it, no good. Whistling a foul. Foul will be on the Crickets. Foul will be on Martsky, his first and second team foul. So inbounding it again to our left will be Simon Bauer. Simon looking, still looking. Better hurry. Over to Gunner now. Gunner into the right corner. Gunner now tries to drive right baseline. He can't do it. Bounce pass out to Dre Bauer. Over to Simon. Simon now thought about the three, said it better not do that. Over to Gunner now on the left wing. He's going to drive off the screen from Simon Bauer, up and in. Simon kind of set the screen for Gunner. And that was a nice shot. 10-9 now, Crickets. Quickly back the other way to Volrath. Volrath across the timeline for Fall Creek. He tries to drive into the lane. Can't do it. Has to kick it out to Martsky on the left wing. Martsky now over to Ritker. Ritker now into the corner to Hagberg. Three ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Nelson. Nelson to Simon Bauer. Across the timeline now come the Panthers. 10-9 Fall Creek. Over to Ethan Hurlbert. Three ball from the right corner. In and out. No good. Rebounded by Hagberg. And he'll come across the timeline for the Crickets. Ethan Feedy getting ready to come in for the Panthers. Over to Martsky. Annabis also getting ready to come into the Panthers. Now driving in from the right corner. Kelly whistling a foul. Foul will be on Nelson for the Panthers. That is going to be his second. Going to the line for two is number 12, Ben Kelly. Thank you to SFB Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. First free throw on the way is good. Also, the Goodrich Funeral Home of Durand, your authorized location for monuments from Lifetime Memorials. Call Goodrich Funeral Home of Durand for more information. Also, Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner, and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance company. Kelly makes them both. And so it makes the lead three once again, 12-9 Fall Creek, and 11:34 remaining here in the first half. Across the timeline comes Simon Bauer. Bauer now over to Ethan Hurlbert. He'll try to drive in from the right wing. Loose ball. It was stolen. Back the other way come the Crickets. That's number 24, Volrath. Over, lays it, no good. Gets his own rebound, whistling a foul. He'll go to the line for two. Foul will be on Ethan Hurlbert. And going to the line for two is Volrath. Thank you to the Cell Block. Cell Block featuring a soup and salad bar weekdays from 11 to 2. They also have daily specials. That's the Cell Block, downtown Durand. First free throw, no good. Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access downtown Durand. Visit their Facebook page for information on weekly and monthly specials from Endless Summer. Second free throw, no good. Back to the Panthers. It goes. Ethan Hurlbert with the rebound. Feedy now to Gunner. Gunner at the top of the key. Gunner back to Annabis now, who's in. Annabis on the left wing. Tries to drive inside. Can't do it to Bauer. Bauer, that's Simon Bauer. Stop, shot, whistle, count it. And so the foul, as the shot is good, it's going to be on number 2, and that is Filippo, and free throw's no good by Simon Bauer, so it's still a 1-point Cricket lead. And across the timeline now comes Martsky. Martsky now hands it off to Sanfilippo, and he'll drive inside, puts up the shot, up and in. Back to a 3-point Cricket lead. Simon Bauer across the timeline. 10:32 remaining in the half. Gunner now on the right wing, inside to Ethan. Ethan up and in. Gunner found Ethan Hurlbert from the right wing. He was right at the post. Nice pass inside. Easy basket for Ethan Hurlburt. Back to a 1-point Cricket lead. And across the timeline is Martzke. Martzke at center court trying to work off a screen now. Comes down to the wing. Still has it. Hands it off now to Ritker. Ritker now to Sanfilippo. Out to Steinecke. And now back over to Ritker. Ritker squares up. 3-ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Ethan Hurlburt. Over to Simon Bauer. Simon Bauer will come across the timeline. Inside pass to Ethan Animas. Up and in. Oh, Ethan Animas got behind everybody. And an easy shot there. Quickly back the other way, though. Now here comes Steinecke. He'll drive in, puts up a shot, blocked by Ethan Animas, who gets it over to Bauer. Back the other way come the Panthers. Bauer now into the lane. Throws up a high shot. I think that was actually supposed to be a pass. Ends up hitting the rim. And Martzke travel tip, loose ball. Ethan Feedy comes up with it. Over to Ethan Animas, or Ethan Hurlburt rather. Ethan Hurlburt now. Inside to Ethan Feedy, up and in. Whistle and a timeout, Fall Creek, as the Panthers go on a bit of a run. And it's Durand 17, Fall Creek 14, 9:16 remaining here in the first half. And thank you to our sponsors, including Shaw's Gas, your answer for clean, cost-effective propane for your home energy needs. It's Shaw's Gas at downtown Durand. Also, Provisions Health, changing the way you experience healthcare with their brand new clinic featuring local provider Nikki Gillis on 3rd Avenue West, across from Security Financial Bank. Visit provisions.health for more information. And Ryan Sports Shop. Visit Ryan Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing supplies, including rods, reels, bait, augers, and more. That's Ryan Sports Shop, downtown Durand. Please thank our sponsors as they make our broadcasts possible here on WRDN. Panthers are on a bit of a run now and have a 3-point lead, 17-14. And so inbounding it now will be Martzke. Full court Panther press. Martzke inbounds it to Sanfilippo, who will pass it back to Martzke. Martzke now, still not across the timeline, now does get across the timeline. Back towards center court has Simon Bauer in his face to Sanfilippo. Now over to Kelly. Kelly tries to get it inside, shot put up, no good. And it's going to be off of number 24, Volrath, who put up the shot in the lane. And so Ethan Hurlburt now to inbound it. Inbounds it to Gunner. Gunner will bring it across the timeline now for Durand. Gunner now, he's going to drive into the lane, puts up the tough shot, gets the shooter's roll. Gunner just came across the timeline and said, I think there's an opening in the lane, I'm going to take it. Over to Martzke now. Martzke across the timeline. Over to Hegberg. Hegberg now passes it back off to Kelly. Kelly to Sanfilippo to Martzke. Martzke top of the key. He tries to drive inside. 15-footer partially blocked. Coming up with it is Anibis. Anibis bomb to Ethan Hurlburt. Ethan Hurlburt up and in. And another timeout. Fall Creek. As the Panthers lead by a score of 21-14 with 8:20 remaining here in the first half. And thank you to Martin Transport of Mondovi. Visit their website at martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Ask about the beef and pork bundles at Durand Smokehouse. Elsivia Co-op, they are your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor. That's Elsivia Co-op Durand. And Riverside Grill. Visit Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget about the Fish Fry Friday and Saturday Prime Rib. Riverside Grill are also a senior nutrition meal site. It's Riverside Grill, downtown Durand, 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. And Numbers Are Us, your certified QuickBooks Pro advisor and daily money manager. Give them a call at 672-8093 or visit them online at numbersareus.com. Please thank our sponsors as they make our broadcasts possible here on WRDN. So we are now ready to go after the timeout. A full court Panther press on the way. And now inbounded to Hegberg. As Hegberg now still not across the timeline, but now does get across the timeline. Hegberg over to Sanfilippo. Sanfilippo on the far side. Bounce pass now over to Volrath. Volrath now to Hegberg on the right wing. Hagberg now will hand it back out to the outside. Over to Martzke. Martzke now back over to Kelly on the right wing. Down to the free throw line. Now he has to kick it back out to Sanfilippo on the right wing. Sanfilippo drives into the lane, puts up the shot, overlays it, rebounded by Volrath, up and in. Volrath had the position. Easy rebound and nice putback by Volrath. Across the timeline now comes Simon Bauer. Panthers lead 21-16 over to Ethan. Ethan on the left wing. Now over to Feedy. Feedy on the right wing. Feedy bounce pass to Simon Bauer, over to Ethan Hurlbert, to Simon Bauer. Back to Ethan. Ethan, 3-ball from the left wing. Shot's good by Ethan Hurlbert from the outside. 24-16 now. Panthers lead. 7:14 remaining in the half. Across the timeline now comes Martzke. Martzke now hands it off over to Hagberg. Hagberg gets center court. Hagberg now bounce pass to Kelly on the left wing, inside to Volrath. Volrath has to kick it back out. Now over to Sanfilippo. Sanfilippo to Hagberg on the right wing. Hagberg now has to hand it back off over to Martzke. Martzke, long cross-court pass to Kelly. Kelly tries to drive inside, can't do it. Over to Sanfilippo. He'll drive in from the left corner. Nope, bounce pass over to Martzke. Martzke, 3-ball! Oh, I think they were setting that up to get him open. They want some threes from Martzke. And it makes it 24-19 now, Panthers. 6:37 remaining. Over to Ethan Hurlbert. Now to Gunner in the right corner. Out to Simon Bauer. Short pass. Martzke steals it. And it's going to be a whistle and a foul on Simon Bauer. And so they'll inbound it on the far side. Dre Bauer comes back in for Ethan Feedy. And Nelson coming now in for Ethan Anibis. Hagberg to inbound it on the far side. Inbounds it to Martzke. Martzke now works off the screen, comes down to the top of the key. Over to Hagberg. Hagberg now will run back towards center court. Over to the top of the key now to Ritker. Ritker now passes it off to Kelly. Kelly, or check that, Martzke on the left wing. Martzke now pass, cross-court pass to Hagberg. Hagberg now to Volrath at the top of the key. Fakes left, goes right, but then has to hand it off to Ritker. Ritker now into the corner to Hagberg. He'll come out to the wing. Inside now the lane to Volrath. Turnaround shot, no good. And a whistle and a foul. About to say, Volrath was kind of taken a little bit over the back and then some on Volrath to Ethan Hurlbert, so it'll be Panther ball. Inbounded to Simon Bauer. Bauer now will bring it across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Nelson. Nelson now to Ethan Hurlbert, looking for Gunner. Back to Nelson. Nelson right wing. 3-ball! Shot off the edge of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Kelly. Kelly back the other way. Lets everybody go by him. Now he gets it off to Martzke. Martzke now will come back towards center court. Tries to work off the screen over to Hagberg. Hagberg now on the wing. Back out to Martzke. Martzke on the left wing. Looking for someone inside. No one's there. Works off the screen, but has to give up the ball over to Kelly. Kelly tries to drive in from the right wing. Over to Volrath right at the free throw line. Drives inside. Puts up the shot up and in. He did a little hesitation and waited and had an easy chance to. And then the ball goes into the hallway. Simon's like, no, I don't need to pay admission to get in. I'm a player. Thank you. And no, I don't need a program either. All right, here we go. Simon comes back with the ball. We're ready to go. Inbounded to Hurlbert. Hurlbert back to Simon Bauer. He'll come across the timeline for the Panthers. 24-21. Durand, 5 minutes remaining in the half. Over to Dre Bauer on the right wing. Now to Gunner. Gunner, right baseline. Tries to drive inside. Head fake. Puts up a tough shot. No good. And tipped out by Ethan Hurlbert to Bauer. Bauer will drive inside. Oh, around the back pass to Ethan Hurlbert. Shot no good. That was a pretty cool pass by Simon Bauer. Ethan Hurlbert to the line for two. Foul will be on Kelly. A little razzle-dazzle there by Simon Bauer. And thank you to O'Galley Cheese Factory, as they are open 7 days a week. They have in-store shopping, curbside pickup. Check out their new website at o'galleycheese.com. First free throw is good. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery stores. Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Next free throw is no good. Rebounded by the Crickets. 25-21, Panthers lead. Martzke now will bring it across the timeline. 4:46 remaining in the half. Across the timeline now over to Hagberg. Hagberg now back over to Kelly. Kelly back to Hagberg. Hagberg now sends it into Martzke. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on number 12, Dre Bauer, his first. Martzke to inbound it to our left. Sanfilippo comes in for Hagberg for the Crickets. As inbounded to Volrath, nearly lost it. They get it back to the outside to Sanfilippo. Now to Kelly at the top of the key. Back to Sanfilippo, fakes right, goes left from the left wing. Whistle, no shot, travel. He did a little bit of hesitation, and that's what got him. And so it'll be Panther ball. Inbounded to Simon Bauer, who'll bring it up court for the Panthers. Bauer across the timeline now. Over to Nelson. Nelson to Bauer. Now to Dre Bauer on the right wing, inside to Gunner. Gunner couldn't take the shot. Uh-oh. And it's going to go out of bounds. Pass out, back outside to Simon Bauer, too high. And it'll be Crickets ball. And so Sanfilippo to inbound it right in front of us. Over to Martsky now. Martsky will come across the timeline for the Crickets over to Sanfilippo. Sanfilippo on the right wing. Sanfilippo fakes left, tries to go right, but gets cut off by Dre Bauer. Got to go back out to center court to Martsky. Over to Kelly now. Kelly tries to drive in from the left wing. Turnaround jumper. Shot good. Drano by Kelly. 25-23 now, Panthers. As across the timeline is Simon Bauer. 3-ball. Shot short, no good. Loose ball coming up with his Sanfilippo, but he throws it too far. Whistle and a foul will be on Martsky. As Dre Bauer was going to be coming up with that. So Panther ball. Ethan Feedy now coming in for Nelson. 3:34 remaining in the half. 25-23 Panthers lead. Coming up are Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and SFB Security Financial Bank halftime show. That's on the way. Across the timeline is Simon Bauer to Dre Bauer. Over to Ethan. Ethan, turnaround jumper. Good! Off the right wing, Ethan Hurlbert just put her up. Said, hey, you know what? I think I'm open. I'm going to put this shot up. Over to Sanfilippo. He'll come across the timeline for the Panthers. Back over to Hagberg. Hagberg to Sanfilippo on the left wing. Cross-court pass nearly intercepted by Simon Bauer. That's going to be a foul on Simon, yep. So to inbound it on the far side is Martsky. 16 foul, first against Simon. Anibis to come in now for Simon Bauer. Martsky to inbound it. Inbounds it to Hagberg. Hagberg across the timeline now. Panthers up by 4. Hagberg now down to the left wing. Bounce pass inside to Volrath. Turnaround shot, no good. Tip. He gets his own rebound. Puts up a shot partially blocked by Ethan Hurlbert. Whistle and a jump ball. Nope, they're going to call a foul. Foul will be on number 12, Kelly. And so going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Ethan Anibis. And first free throw on the way, no good. And rebounded by Sanfilippo. He'll get it off to Martsky. And Martsky now will bring it up court for the Crickets. Across the timeline, he's going to drive into the lane, gets cut off. Has to kick it back out to Hagberg. Hagberg squares up top of the key. 1-2 by Hagberg. He just squared up and in. 27-25 now, Panthers. 2:30 left. Over to Ethan Hurlbert, to Dre Bauer, back to Ethan. Ethan now to Bauer. Bauer now to Feedy. Feedy inside to Anibis on the right baseline. Bounce pass to Ethan Hurlbert. 3-ball from the left corner. Ethan Hurlbert with another big 3. Excuse me. Makes it a 30-25 Panther lead. Across the timeline comes Hagberg. Hands it off to Martsky at center court. Martsky now. Back over to Volrath. Volrath drives in, puts up the tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Ethan Hurlbert. To Bauer. Bauer to Gunner. Gunner up and in. Now off to Martsky again. Not across the timeline yet. Martsky now does get across the timeline. Has Dre Bauer in his face. Martsky now has the screen from Volrath. Gets it over to Hagberg. Hagberg on the left wing. Fakes right, goes left, drives inside. Shot no good. Rebounded by Feedy. Feedy to Bauer. Dre Bauer now over to Gunner. Gunner on the right wing. Tries to drive inside, can't do it. Long cross-court pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. It was tipped, and Feedy tried saving it, and he was stepping on the line when he was touching the ball. It'll go back to the Crickets. Minute 20 remaining. Panthers lead 32-25. Our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and SFB Security Financial Bank halftime show coming up. Hagberg now. Not across the timeline yet. Now he gets it over to Sanfilippo on the left wing. Over to Kelly in the left corner, comes out to the wing to Volrath, top of the key now to Hagberg. Hagberg right wing to Sanfilippo in the right corner. Around the horn they go. Martzke now head fakes, top of the key, whistling a foul on Dre Bauer. Could be the 1-1 now. Yep, 1-1 for Martzke. Thank you to the Cottage, downtown Durand, from floral arrangements to gifts from Mom. Don't forget about Valentine's Day. It's the Cottage, downtown Durand. Parker Tron coming in. Also, the JKO Auto Body Shop featuring car restoration and collision repair. They have a loaner car available while they repair your vehicle. JK Auto Body Shop, downtown Durand. First free throw was good. Bowerville Tire for all of your tire needs, rotations, and oil changes. It's Bowerville Tire, Prospect Street, Durand. Please thank our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Next free throw, no good. Rebounded by Gunnar Hurlbert. He'll hand it off to Ethan. Ethan Hurlbert across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Feedy now on the left wing. Pass is tipped, and coming up with it is Hagberg. 37 seconds remaining. 32-26, Panthers lead. And Martzke now over to Sanfilippo. Into the corner, now over to Martzke. Martzke now back to Hagberg. Hagberg back at center court. Going for the last shot, 16 seconds remaining. Hagberg's waiting. And running down now to Martzke. Martzke back at center court. They're going to set up the offense, double screen, but Martzke gets down to the wing, kicks it over to Kelly. Kelly, three ball from the top of the key, shot no good. Rebounded by Ethan Animas to Feedy. Feedy to Gunner, and that's the half. We are at halftime as Durand leads it by a score of 32-26. And we're at halftime. It's Durand Panther boys basketball on WRDN.
Time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency halftime show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown Auto Owners Insurance agents working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
ABC News, I'm Andy Field. The FDA has stopped for now the use of two monoclonal antibody COVID treatments made by Regeneron and Eli Lilly. The agency says they have been shown to fail against the Omicron variant. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin telling 8,500 U.S. troops be ready to deploy to help NATO should Russia invade Ukraine.
Secretary Austin has placed a range of units in the United States on a heightened preparedness to deploy, which increases our readiness to provide forces if NATO should activate the NRF, or if other situations develop.
Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby. After witnessing a rash of violence in his first 3 weeks in office, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is rolling out a multi-pronged plan to tackle crime in the city.
Gun violence is a public health crisis. There's no time to wait. We must act.
The plan includes increased cooperation with state and federal law enforcement. This is ABC News.
The Progressive ABC Insider.
The end game is it just keeps getting bigger.
No matter how it ends for Netflix's wildly successful Cobra Kai, William Zabka says he wants a finale that's fitting for his character, Johnny Lawrence.
Hopefully there's some resolve. I like, Johnny to find some peace in his life. He was a good kid, just had a bad teacher.
The ABC Insider is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You can save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. I'm ABC's Matt Wolf.
After her busy day, Lisa unwinds with a Vicks Vapor Bath. Lisa's husband relaxes at the end of his day with a Vicks Vapor Shower. Lisa and Steve both lose themselves in the soothing Vicks Vapors and forget about the stresses of the day. They also forget about making dinner. Looks like a frozen pizza night. Enjoy a soothing Vicks Vapo moment wherever you choose. Look for Vicks Vapo Bath and Vicks Vapo Shower in a store near you.
As a business owner, are you looking for a trustworthy partner? At SFB, Security Financial Bank, we understand that interactions with your bank should not just be a transaction, but rather an ongoing relationship. We support the businesses that we serve by offering advice and a partnership that empowers you to successfully run your business. We are the bankers who believe in you. Visit us in Black River Falls, Bloomer, Durand, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, or River Falls today to learn more. SFB, Security Financial Bank, member FDIC.
This Wisconsin Radio Network Sports Report is presented by the Wisconsin Lottery. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, text 800-888-HOPE. Please play responsibly.
Packers players back to work today, going through exit interviews with coaches. I'm Bill Scott with sports. Running back A.J. Dillon revealing today that he left Saturday's 13-10 loss to the 49ers with a fractured rib.
It was tough. Never really, knock on wood, but really haven't had to deal with any injuries throughout my career at all. And, the good news is it's nothing that'll ever affect me long term. And I got time to let it heal, obviously. But it's really tough missing time always, and especially in a game like that with that magnitude.
Dillon also said after falling in the playoffs in each of his first 2 seasons, he's motivated to do what it takes to get to the Super Bowl for the team and its fans.
It's more than just, the team that I'm playing on. It's a pride thing now. And so it's kind of, it's like you got slapped in your face at home, really. So I guess that kind of, I don't want to say anger, but that's kind of going to feel me going in this offseason, going to feel me until whenever it is we get that done.
Packers' postseason departure means they'll pick 28th in the upcoming NFL draft. 4 teams left getting ready for the conference championship games this Sunday. Cincinnati against Kansas City in the AFC title game. The Rams will host the 49ers in the NFC championship. College basketball, the Badgers falling 3 spots from number 8 to number 11 in this week's AP Top 25 college basketball poll. Badgers had Tuesday's game at Nebraska moved to Thursday with a 4 p.m. tip on BTN. Marquette Golden Eagles have also reeled off 6 straight wins, and Shaka Smart's team climbing into the top 25 for the first time this season at number 22. Marquette shoots for its 7th straight win at Seton Hall on Wednesday. The Bucks on the practice floor today and back in action on Wednesday at Cleveland. They'll be without guard Grayson Allen, suspended for a game by the NBA. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
I found hope in the midst of an overwhelming situation.
Alcoholism is a disease that can affect any family. Everyone suffers, but there is help and hope at Al-Anon Family Groups.
Al-Anon gave me my life back. I'm a better father and husband.
Are you in an overwhelming situation because of someone else's drinking? Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Local and virtual meetings are available. Maybe one could work for you. Call 1-866-200-0033 or visit alanon.org/hope.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
Get insurance from a company who knows Wisconsin and cares about your community. You may know Rural Mutual Insurance as the #1 farm insurer, but did you know they also offer competitive home and auto rates? Visit ruralmutual.com to learn more about products and discounts.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown auto owner's insurance agents working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
Teaching kids to save at a young age is crucial. At SFB, Security Financial Bank, we make that easy to do and well worth it, with excellent rates on kids and teen savings accounts. Make savings a priority by visiting one of our locations today. Security Financial Bank, member FDIC, located in Bloomer, Durand, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, and River Falls.
Welcome back to Fall Creek. We're at halftime 32-26 on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. New Richmond leading Somerset in boys basketball 35-25 at halftime. Menominee, they're leading Chippewa Falls 25-19 in boys basketball. Again, that at halftime. And in the JV game from earlier tonight, Fall Creek defeated Durand 49-41. Follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on our website at realcountry1430.com/sports. Second half action coming up. It's Durand Panther boys basketball here on WRD and Durand. WRD.
You know, our lives are busy, and at times it's hard to seize an opportunity, especially one that's good for us. Eating fresh fruits and vegetables from Durand Fresh Market is simple and good for your health. Strapped for time? Durand Fresh Market has all the ingredients for a healthy meal for your family that can be prepared in under 10 minutes. Today and every day, Durand Fresh Market is filled with hundreds of healthy options, including locally grown items. Hometown proud, Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Fall Creek High School. We are ready to go here for our second half with the Panthers. Fall Creek High School leading. We are here for our second. As again the Crickets or the Panthers rather leading 32-26. Panthers will be going from left to right this half, and they will get the ball to start. And Ethan Hurlberts will inbound it to Simon Bauer. All right, we are ready to go. Inbounded to Bauer, and we are underway with the second half. Bauer across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Dre Bauer now. Dre Bauer on the right wing, or left wing rather, to Gunner. Gunner, top of the key. Gunner, he's going to try and drive inside. Does a spin move in the lane, kicks it back out to Nelson. Nelson right wing. Nelson now has come back out towards the top of the key. Nearly stolen, but Dre Bauer comes up with it. Nearly got shoved by Matsky, but they didn't call it. Over to Ethan Hurlbert. Head fake from the left wing. Kicks it back out to Simon. Simon head fakes. Drives into the lane. Stop. Shot. Good. Inbounded to Martsky now as full court Panther press. Martsky across the timeline now. Over to Kelly. Kelly now handed off to Hagberg rather, to Volrath. Volrath now back to Kelly. Kelly over to Hagberg on the right wing. Tries to drive inside, stolen by Gunnar Hurlbert. Over to Simon Bauer. To Dre Bauer, overlays it. Nelson with the putback, no good. Simon Bauer slams it to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer back to Nelson. Bounce pass over to Ethan. Ethan Hurlbert now, he'll drive in from the right wing. Puts up the shot, partially blocked, no good. Rebounded by Volrath. And quickly back the other way comes Martsky. Martsky's now pass is tipped over to Kelly. Kelly now over to Ritker. Ritker, three ball by Ritker. 34-29, Panthers. All right, cross timeline over to Bauer. Now to Dre Bauer on the left wing. Dre Bauer to Ethan Hurlbert. He'll try and drive inside. Can't do it. Back to Gunner. Gunner top of the key. Squares up. Three ball. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Hagberg. Hagberg across the timeline now. Comes down to the right wing. Over to Martsky. Martsky now. will come over to the right wing. He's got Simon Bauer in his face, trying to work off the screen to Kelly. Kelly now over to Ritker. Ritker on the left wing. Back to Hagberg. Hagberg comes back towards center court. Over to Kelly. Kelly on the left wing, trying to work off the screen. Long cross-court pass over to Ritker. I think they might be trying to set Ritker up for a three. As Martzke now tries to do a little razzle-dazzle. No one's fooled. Over to Volrath now. Bounce pass into Kelly. Kelly back to Volrath. Driving left baseline, up and in. 34-31 now. Panthers lead. Across the timeline comes Simon Bauer. Over to Ethan Hurlbert. Drives inside, puts up the shot on the right or left baseline. Ethan Hurlbert up and in. Full court Panther press as Hagberg quickly does get across the timeline regardless of the press. Over to Kelly now. Kelly left wing. He's going to try and drive inside into the lane. Kicks it back out to Volrath. Volrath now long cross-court pass over to Ritker. Nearly lost it out of bounds. Back to Martzke now. Martzke will come down to the left wing. Squares up. Shot good. Martzke had Bauer in his face but squared up for the two. 36-33 Panthers. Across the timeline is Bauer. Bauer to Nelson. Nelson right wing. He'll drive inside. Tries to split two defenders. Shot partially blocked by Kelly. Loose ball and back over to Martzke. Martzke across the timeline. Martzke over to Volrath. Volrath on the right wing. Now to Kelly. Kelly driving inside. Hacked by by Nelson. Nelson to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer to Gunner. Gunner can't hang on to it, so he throws it off of Volrath. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay Panther ball. Ethan Feedy coming in now for Nelson. Simon Bauer to inbound it to our left, or to our right rather. Over to Gunner. Gunner on the left wing. Gunner now. He'll drive inside. Spin move. He can't. He gets cut off. Nice pass inside to Ethan, though, who got behind Volrath and said, "Here I am, big brother. Just pass me the ball. I'll put it up and in." And that's just what happened. Over to Martzke now. Across the timeline for the Crickets. 38-33. Panthers lead over to Hagberg. Hagberg now into the corner. Three ball by Ritker. Well, Ritker's lighting it up on the threes, and back the other way comes Simon Bauer. 38-36 now, Panthers. Gunner into the lane, puts up the shot, short, no good. Rebounded by Volrath. And stolen by Simon Bauer. Over to Gunner. Gunner up and in. And Simon Bauer with the big steal. And over to Hagberg now. Hagberg across the timeline. 40-36 Panthers. Martzke now back at center court. Martzke now going to let the set up the offense over to Hagberg. Hagberg on the right side now to Ritker. Ritker on the right wing. Hands it off now to Kelly. Kelly will try to curl in, can't do it. And long cross-court pass to Ritker. He squares up, partially blocked by Ethan Hurlbert, but Volrath with the loose ball up and in. And so now Simon Bauer to bring it up court for the Panthers. Bauer across the timeline now over to Ethan Hurlbert. Into the lane. Ethan Hurlbert in a little bit of trouble, kicks it back out to Simon. Simon tries to drive inside, can't do it. Bounce pass to Dre Bauer. Right or left baseline shot, no good. Rebounded by Ritker. Ritker to Martzke. Martzke across the timeline. Panthers lead by 2. Martzke now down to the left wing. Long cross-court pass over to Hagberg. Nearly lost it. Now inside pass to Kelly. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Gunner. Gunner to Dre Bauer. Over to Simon Bauer across the timeline for the Panthers. Simon now top of the key, thought about the three, said it better not. Over to Ethan Feedy, who tries to drive in from the left corner, can't do it. Now to Ethan Hurlbert. Hurlbert now to Feedy. Feedy top of the key. Feedy to Gunner. Gunner squares up from the corner. 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Martzke. Martzke now will come across the timeline for the Crickets. Again, Panthers up by 2. Over to Kelly now. Kelly left wing. Kelly comes to the top of the key. Whistle and a travel. It'll be Panther ball. Nelson coming back in for Dre Bauer. Ethan Hurlbert to inbound it. Simon Bauer now will bring it up across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Nelson. Nelson inside to Ethan Hurlbert. Ethan Hurlbert has Volrath checked at number 32. That is Steineke in his face, but he puts up the shot, counted, and the foul. As the foul will be on Steineke. So Ethan to complete the three-point play. Thanks to the Chet Fitzsmith Funeral Home serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by calling 926-30-630 or visit chetfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Free throw on the way is good. So Ethan with the three-point play. And we get a timeout. 11:49. Full timeout, 43-38. Panthers lead, 11:49 remaining. Thank you to Jerry Barron Sons with dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25, Durand. The Goodrich Funeral Home serving the Durand area. Find out about pre-planning services online at goodrichfh.com. SFB Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. If you need a COVID-19 shot, or COVID-19 test rather, you need to call Advent Health in advance to set up that appointment for that test. Also, Sundstrom and Company, your local tax experts. Yep, it's tax time. And IRS started taking returns today. Make your appointment now. Call Sundstrom and Company at 672-4425. And MTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Please thank our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Can't say that enough. To thank those sponsors. Without their help, we couldn't do none of this. So please thank them for their support. So the timeout's done. Panthers leading 43-38, 11:49 remaining in the game. And Fall Creek has the ball. All right, so Martzke to inbound it. Martzke to inbound it to Kelly. Full court Panther Prince again, back to Kelly. Or to Martzke now, back to Kelly. And Kelly will bring it up court, and he'll get across the timeline. Over to Sanfilippo. Sanfilippo on the wing now, over to Volrath. Volrath drives in from the right corner. Has to kick it back out now to Kelly. Kelly in the right wing, over to Martzke. Martzke left wing, three ball! Oh, Martzke, they're going to try and get him lit up too. And quickly back the other way, over to Nelson. Nelson to Bauer. Bauer now. Back out to Feedy. Feedy, three ball, shot no good. Rebounded by Kelly. 43-41 Panthers. Quickly back the other way comes Martzke. Martzke long cross-court pass to Volrath. And whistle and a foul on Durand. And the shot is good as well. Foul will be on number 25, Feedy. And so to complete the three-point play is Volrath. We're tied at 24, or 43 rather. And it's now a one-point Cricket lead. And so inbounded to Simon Bauer. Bauer across the timeline now for the Panthers. Over to Nelson. Nelson back to Bauer. Bauer over to Feedy. Feedy left wing. Feedy back to Bauer. Now it's center. Back to Feedy on the left wing. To Ethan Hurlbert. He tries to drive inside. Now over to Nelson. Nelson right wing. 15-footer shot. No good. And whistle and a foul on Gunnar Hurlbert. And so it'll be Fall Creek ball. And Bauer coming in for Feedy. Crickets lead by 1, 10:49 remaining in the game. Full court Panther press now, inbounded to Martzke. Martzke to Volrath. Volrath nearly loses it. Gets it back to Kelly. Kelly now across the timeline. Over to Martzke now. Martzke back at center. Martzke now will come down to the right wing. Over to Volrath, top of the key. Volrath tries to drive inside, puts up the shot in the lane, off the glass, good. Well, Cricket's on a bit of a run here. And now lead by 3. Across the timeline now comes Bauer. Bauer over to Nelson. Nelson back to Simon Bauer. Over to Dre Bauer on the left wing. Back to Simon at center. Over to Ethan. Ethan to Simon. Pass is tipped by Martzke. And back the other way. 2-on-1 break. Blocked by Ethan Hurlbert. Loose ball. Still a loose ball. Ethan Hurlbert comes up with it. Gets it over to Simon. Simon quickly back the other way. Over to Gunnar. Gunnar into the lane. Up and in. 46-45 now. Fall Creek. Over to Volrath. Volrath now will get it over to Kelly. Kelly at the right wing. Back to Volrath driving in. Puts up the shot. Offensive foul as Ethan Hurlbert takes the charge. be his second. And so it'll go back to the Panthers after the charge. Well, this happened against Mondovi. Ethan Feedy taking the big charge, and it kind of charged up the Durand defense. We'll see if that happens again. Over to Hurlbert now, to Nelson. Nelson back to Ethan. Ethan to Simon Bauer at center. Over to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer now to Ethan Hurlbert. On the left wing to Simon. Simon bounce pass inside to Gunner. Gunner head fakes at the post, puts up the shot, whistle, and a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on Kelly, his 4th. Thank you to Shaw's Gas, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. Shaw's Gas, downtown Durand. Prime Realty, visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. First free throw is good. Adams Super Service, your Napa Gold Car Care Center, downtown Durand, offering shuttle service and loaner vehicles while they fix your vehicle. Adams Super Service, downtown Durand. Next free throw, no good. And rebounded by the Crickets. Martsky now will come across the timeline for the Crickets. Comes down to the wing. Over to Volrath, tied at 46. Now to Kelly. Kelly tries to drive inside, can't do it to Volrath at the top of the key. Over to Martsky now. Martsky whistling a foul. Foul will be on Fall Creek. That's Volrath. That's going to be his 3rd. And so it will be Panther ball. Again, tied at 46, 8:55 remaining in the game. Simon Bauer now to bring it across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Dre Bauer. Dre to Simon. Simon now over to Ethan. Ethan inside to Gunner, knocked away by Volrath. And coming back the other way is the Panthers. Martsky now top of the key. Martsky now long cross-court pass, and that's going to be to Ritker. Ritker puts it up and in. Over to Bauer. Bauer across the timeline for the Panthers to Ethan Hurlbert. Nelson right corner. 3 ball. Oh, it rimmed. Oh, no. It didn't. It was going to rim out, and then it fell in anyway. Wow. Excuse me. So, and it's stolen by Dre Bauer. Up and in. So a quick 5-0 run by the Panthers. Knocked out of bounds on the inbound by Simon Bauer. 51-48 Panthers. And so inbounding it is Hagberg. Hagberg now to Sanfilippo. Sanfilippo will bring it up across the timeline now for the Crickets. Panthers up by 3. Come down to the wing now, over to Ritker. Ritker right wing, hands it off to Martsky. Works a screen off of Ritker, back to Ritker now from Martsky. Cross-court pass to Hagberg. Hagberg on the left wing now. Tried to drive inside, can't do it. Bounce pass to Volrath, nearly lost it, but Sanfilippo backed him up and has it. Sanfilippo fakes right, goes left, drives inside from the wing, up and in. Worked off the screen from Volrath. And so now Simon Bauer to bring it up court for the Panthers. Comes across the timeline now, over to Dre Bauer. To Simon. Simon now to Ethan on the right wing, to Nelson in the right corner. Back to Ethan, to Simon. Simon now to Dre. Dre in the left wing to Simon at center. Center at the top of the key now. Over to Nelson. Nelson back to Simon. Simon will try to drive inside. Bounce pass inside to Gunnar. Hurlbert under, lays it, no good. And Gunnar tries to save it, but he saves it right to Martsky. And back the other way come the Crickets quickly. Sanfilippo bounce pass now to Volrath. Drives in left baseline, puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Ritker, whistling a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on Ethan Hurlbert, his second. Going to the line for 2 now is Ritker. Thank you to Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access downtown Durand. Visit their Facebook page for monthly and weekly specials. First free throw was good. The Cell Block downtown Durand. Visit the Cell Block for Fish Fry Fridays, where they have all-day soup and salad bar. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. And Riverland Energy, your Touchstone energy partner. Please thank all of our sponsors. Without their help, we would not be able to do any of this. Next free throw, no good. And rebounded by the Panthers. Quickly back the other way. Dre Bauer now in the corner. Over to Simon. Simon back at center court to Ethan. Ethan to Simon. Simon top of the key to Dre now on the left wing. Over to Ethan. Ethan free throw line. Shot does get the shooter's roll. Does not rim out. And rebounded, coming back the other way, Sanfilippo to Volrath. Volrath now to Martzke. Martzke's going to work off the screen into the lane. Loses the ball. Dre Bauer with theft. And over to Bauer. Bauer around his back. Over to Nelson. He can't hang on the bomb. They're going to say it is off of Fall Creek. We might have got a lucky one there because I sure thought it was off of Nelson. And it'll stay Panther ball even after the discussion. Panthers up by 2. 6:17 remaining. Simon now inbound it to Gunner. Gunner whistling a foul before the shot. Foul will be on Sanfilippo. And so we'll try that again. Bauer to inbound it. That's Simon. Simon out to Nelson now on the left wing. Inside to Ethan. Ethan from the free throw line does. Oh, it rims out. No good. Rebounded by Rittger. Rittger over to Martzke. 2-point Panther lead. Now around the horn we go. Rittger now on the right wing. Nearly stolen, but Martzke comes up with it at the top of the key. Martzke working off the screen from Volrath. Now he has to get it back to Volrath at the top of the key. Inside to Sanfilippo, who's driving in, up and in. Oh, they weren't watching Sanfilippo. And timeout Fall Creek. Tied at 53. 5:47 remaining in the game. Thank you to Numbers R Us, Common Sense Bookkeeping and more. They're a certified QuickBooks Pro Advisor and Daily Money Manager. Call 672-8093 or visit them online at numbersrus.com. 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telcom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. Riverside Grill. Visit Riverside Grill for the daily specials. Don't forget about the Friday Fish Fry, the Saturday Prime Rib specials as well. It's Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. Alcivia Co-op, have Alcivia Co-op Small Engine Center. Tune up your snowblower before the next big snowstorm. That's at Alcivia Co-op. Durand Smokehouse. Visit Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Ask about the beef and pork bundles. Martin Transport. Visit their website at martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. Ryan's Sports Shop. Visit Ryan's Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing supplies, including rods, reels, bait, augers, and more. Downtown Durand. And Provisions Health, changing the way you experience healthcare with their new clinic on 3rd Avenue West across from Security Financial Bank with local provider Nikki Gillis. Visit provisions.health for more information. Timeout's done. Please thank our sponsors. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to bring you tonight's game, so give them a call, drop them an email, visit their businesses, and tell them thank you for supporting these broadcasts, because they are the ones that make these broadcasts possible. Tied at 53. Simon Bauer will bring it up court for the Panthers. Over to Nelson now. Nelson back to Hurlburt. That's Ethan. Ethan in the lane, puts up the shot, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Volrath. Volrath to Martzke. Martzke across the timeline. Over to Sanfilippo now to Hagberg. Hagberg now back towards center court. Over to Rittger. Rittger will drive in from the top of the key. And Ethan Hurlburt knocks the ball away. They're going to say it's off of, I think they're going to say it's off of Gunner. He didn't like that call. So Martzke to inbound it to Rittger. Rittger to Sanfilippo. Back to Martzke on the left wing. Martzke now to Volrath. He's going to try and start the screen. Then he fakes the right, goes left, drives inside. Now he's in trouble, kicks it up to Sanfilippo. Head fakes the three from the left corner on the left baseline. No good. Rebounded by Gunner. Gunner to Simon. Simon now. He'll go into the lane. Now he'll kick it out to Nelson. Nelson back to Simon at the top of the key. Over to Dre on the left wing. Bounce past the Gunner. Left baseline. Kicks it inside to Ethan Hurlburt, driving the lane, up and in. And across the timeline comes Volrath now. Over to Sanfilippo. Panthers up by 2. Sanfilippo now to Volrath. Volrath on the right wing. Volrath looking for a cutter. Nobody home. Has to hand it off to Martzke. Martzke now will get it over to Sanfilippo in the right corner. Back to Volrath on the right wing. Cross-court pass. 3 ball on the way is good by Hagberg. His first 3 of the night. From the left wing. And now 1-point Cricket lead. As across the timeline now come the Panthers. Over to Simon. Simon now to Nelson. Nelson's pass is tipped, but Simon comes up with it anyway. Back over to Gunner inside. Gunner head fakes, puts up the shot, blocked by Volrath. It's going to be off of Gunnar Hurlburt. So it'll stay. We'll go back to the Crickets now as Kelly to inbound it. Kelly now to Sanfilippo. Over to Martsky. Martsky now to Kelly. Kelly to Volrath as they get it across the timeline. Over to Sanfilippo on the wing. He'll drive inside. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on number 12. Trey Bauer, his third. And so they'll inbound it on our left on the far side. Martsky now waiting for, looking, and now gets it over to Martsky, rather. Sanfilippo now loses the ball. Simon Bauer. And it's going to be off of Martsky after Simon Bauer kind of knocked the ball out of his hands, and the ball hit his foot, and it'll be Panther ball. And so inbounded to Simon Bauer. Panthers down by 1, 3:34 remaining in the game. Across the timeline to Dre. Dre, long cross-court pass to Nelson, squares up, 3 ball is good! Zach Nelson from the right wing with the 3. And the Panthers take the lead by 2. Back the other way now comes Kelly. Kelly over to Sanfilippo. Sanfilippo now to Ritker. Ritker, 3 ball, shot no good. Rebounded by Simon Bauer. Bauer over to Ethan Hurlburt. Ethan Hurlburt across the timeline. Over to Simon Bauer now. To Gunner. Gunner, left wing. Drives inside. Spin move on Volrath. Back to Nelson. Nelson, right wing. 3 ball. Shot's good! Zach Nelson with another 3 from the wing. Back the other way come the Crickets now. That's Martsky. Panthers up by 5 now. Over to Martsky now as they get across the timeline. He's going to drive in from the left wing. Puts up a shot. No good. Offensive foul. Ethan Hurlburt takes another charge. And it'll go back to the Panthers. Fouls on Martsky. That's going to be his 3rd. Panther ball. And so Panthers ball. 2:38 remaining. Panthers up by 5. 61-56. Inbounded to Bauer. Coming up, our Bauer Built Panther postgame show. Rundown scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Hope to talk with Coach Radetsky as well. Over to Dre now. Dre back to Gunner. Gunner looking for a cutter. No one there. Over to Ethan now on the left wing. Ethan comes back towards center court. Ethan now trying to direct traffic. Hands it off to Nelson. Nelson now will curl in. Into the lane. Back to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer on the left wing. Dre Bauer working now off the screen from Ethan. Bounce pass inside to Bauer. Bauer now kicks it though back out to Ethan. Ethan Hurlburt over to Nelson. They're going to try and run some clock down. And Nelson driving inside. Knocked out of bounds though by Hagberg. It'll stay Panther ball. I think the Panthers are trying to run clock and timeout Durand. Minute 54 remaining, 61-56. Panthers lead. Thank you to Jerry Barron Sons with custom-made feed for livestock from Hubbard Feeds, located by Annabis Silo off of Highway 25, Durand. Chen Fitzsmith Funeral Home serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by calling 926-3630 or visit chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Bauer Built Tire, let Bauer Built take care of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call at 672-8300 or visit them online at bauerbuilt.com. And at the Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom. Don't forget Valentine's Day just around the corner, guys. It's the Cottage, downtown Durand. Please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their businesses, tell them thank you, because without their support, we would not have tonight's game here on WRDN and on our YouTube channel. All right, it's Panther ball. Simon Bauer now to inbound it to our right. Panthers up by 5, minute 54 left. Inbounded to Gunner. Gunner now out to Simon again. Simon at center court. He's going to come down to the wing. Whistling a foul. Foul will be on Sanfilippo. That'll be his 3rd. And now bonus time for the Panthers. This is where you win games right here. Simon Bauer at the line. Thank you to the JKO Auto Body and Rod Shop with car restoration and collision repair. They also have a loaner car while they repair your vehicle. JKO Auto Body and Rod Shop, downtown Durand. Shot no good, rebounded by Gunner. Gunner now in the corner, out to Dre Bauer. Dre Bauer's going to try and whistle in a foul. Foul will be on number 30. That's going to be Hagberg. That'll be his first. Thank you to Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and O'Callaghan Cheese Factory. Call ahead for meat and cheese trades for those AFC and NFC championship game parties. First free throw was good. It's O'Callaghan Cheese Factory, Highway 25 Durand. So the first free throw was good by Dre Bauer. Makes it a 6-point Panther lead. And free throw on the way is good. Make it a 7-point Panther lead. And so inbounded now, here comes Hagberg. Hagberg will come up across the timeline. And bounce pass now to Volrath. He tries to drive in from the left wing. Fakes left, goes right, puts up the shot, counted, and the foul. Huge foul for a 3-point play. And fouls on Ethan Hurlbert. That'll be his third. And going to the line to complete the 3-point play now will be Volrath. Panthers still up by 5. Free throw on the way. No good. Rebounded by Ethan Hurlbert. And so over to Dre Bauer now. Full court cricket press. Dre Bauer spin move at center court. Gets across the timeline. Comes down to the right wing. Out to Gunner. Gunner at center court now. Comes down to the wing. Out to Dre Bauer, back towards center. Whistle and a foul. Minute 6 remaining in the game. Foul will be on Volrath. That'll be his 4th. Panthers up 63-58. Going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Dre Bauer. Coming up, our Bauer Built Panther postgame show. We have our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Also, hope to talk with Coach Radetsky and preview our next broadcast that's coming up during our Bauer Built Panther postgame show. So next free throw on the way, or the free throw on the way is good. First one good by Dre Bauer. Huge free throw there. 64-58 now, Panthers. And next free throw on the way. In and out, no good. And Ethan Hurlbert nearly saved it to his brother. But over to Martzke now. Martzke quickly across the timeline. Comes back the other way. Dishes it inside to Volrath. Volrath puts up the shot, up and in. Timeout, Fall Creek. Volrath has had a heck of a night. He's got 23 on the night. So timeout Fall Creek. Panthers up by 4. 54 seconds remaining. As Panthers trying to pull this game out. Panthers, let's see, looks like the possession arrow is towards Fall Creek. But the Panthers are in the bonus here. Fall Creek on their next foul. Panthers will be in the double bonus. All right, so we're ready to go. The Panther ball with a 4-point lead. Again, those free throws are going to be huge. And it's going to be a full court cricket press. And Ethan Hurlbert to inbound it. Ethan Hurlbert looking. Here comes the bomb to Simon Bauer, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by San Filippo. It'll stay Panther ball. All right, so Bauer now to inbound it. Inbound it to Nelson. Whistle, foul. Foul will be on number 12. That's going to be on Kelly. That'll be his 5th. He fouls out. Should be, is it 4th? Okay, they're going to say it's his 4th. All right, double bonus for the Panthers. Nelson's first free throw, short, no good. Again, Panthers only up by 4. So next free throw on the way. And it's good. Huge point there for the Panthers. Full court Panther press. Panthers up by 5. Over to Martzke. Martzke quickly across the timeline. Over to Rittger. Rittger left baseline. To the other corner. 3-ball shot. Gets the shooter's roll as Hagberg. And it's a 2-point Panther lead. Whistling a foul on Bauer on the inbound. 37 seconds left. And these free throws are huge. Double bonus for the Panthers. Fouls on Sanfilippo, and so it's his 4th. Free throw on the way is good. Makes it a 3-point Panther lead. Free throw on the way is good. A 4-point Panther lead. Timeout, Panthers. 37 seconds remaining. 67-63, Panthers lead, 37 seconds remaining. And again, after watching the AFC divisional game in Kansas City yesterday, yeah, I thought Buffalo was going to win too with 13 seconds remaining. So yeah, nothing's over until it's over here. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show, and we'll have our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard also. We'll run down what's happening here coming up this week yet. Games this week, and hope to talk with Coach Radetsky too. All right, here we go. It'll be a full court Panther press. Well, those free throws have been huge here in this last part of this game. As to inbound it now is Hagberg. Full court Panther press. Inbounded to Martzke. Martzke quickly up court. Panthers up by 4. Martzke over to Volrath. Volrath now into the lane. Puts up the shot in the lane. No good. And tip. And still a loose ball. Gunnar Hurlbert comes up with it. It'll be fouled right away by Rittger. So now Gunnar with 2 very important free throws. Again, Panthers up by 4. Make it a 2-possession game here coming up. Free throw on the way is good. And free throw on the way. Gets the shooter's roll. 2 huge free throws for Gunnar Hurlbert. Makes it a 6-point Panther lead. 19 seconds remaining. Martzke now down to the left wing. Over to Rittger. Rittger top of the key. 3-ball short. No good. Whistling a foul. Foul will be on Ethan Hurlbert. No, they're going to call that on Volrath. Okay, that's different. And that'll be his 5th. He'll foul out. So Volrath is out with 23 on the night. Huge night for Bo Volrath. And Ethan Hurlbert can, a couple of free throws, should be able to put this game away. Free throw on the way is in and out, no good. And next free throw on the way. Does not get the shooter's roll. Rebounded by Gunnar. Whistling a foul. Foul will be on number 23. On Steike, or check that 32. So going to the line for 2 to try and put the game away. Ethan Hurlbert now. Free throw on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. And 9 seconds remaining. Panthers up by 6. Free throw on the way. Does not get the shooter's roll. Rebounded by Steineke. Quickly back the other way, Martzke. Whistle and a foul. With 4 seconds left. Foul's going to be on Simon Bauer. And so they'll stop it. And Hagberg to inbound it on the far side. Hagberg looking. Over to Rittger. Rittger, 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Nelson. They're going to let it run out. And the Panthers win tonight.
by a score of 69-63 as the Panthers win. And coming up, our Bauer-Built Panther post-game show being brought to you by Bauer-Built Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand Panther boys basketball on WRDN.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bauer-Built Panther post-game show, brought to you by Bauer-Built Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer-Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer-Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer-Built, built on service.
And welcome back to Fall Creek, where tonight the Panthers win 69-63 over Fall Creek. And scoring tonight for the Panthers, Ethan Hurlburt led the way with 21. Meanwhile, Gunnar Hurlburt had 15. Zach Nelson had 13. Simon Bauer and Dre Bauer both had 6. Also, Ethan Feedy had 2. With the win, the Panthers move to 10-3 overall. Meanwhile, for Fall Creek leading the way, Bullrath, he had 23 on the night. Meanwhile, Hegberg had 8. Cameron Martzke had 9. Sanfilippo and Ben Kelly both had 6 each. Jeffrey Ritker had 11 on the night. With the loss, Fall Creek now falls to 12-3. But big win tonight for the Panthers, as once again the defense kind of rose to the occasion here late in the session, or late in the game. And some critical free throws as well helped to have the Panthers win tonight's game by a score of 69-63. We're going to take a break and hope to talk with Coach Radetsky here in just a minute. Also, a rundown scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. We'll do that coming up. It's the Bauer-Built Panther post-game show being brought to you by Bauer-Built Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand Panther boys basketball on WRDN.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer-Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer-Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer-Built, built on service.
Welcome back to Fall Creek, where tonight Durand wins over Fall Creek 69-63. Well, let's run down scores that we have on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Well, from earlier tonight, New Richmond, they defeated Somerset tonight 75-60 in boys hoops. It was Gilmanton over Lincoln 68-52. Also, St. Croix Central over Elk Mound, 54-41. Again, St. Croix Central over Elk Mound tonight. It was Chippewa Falls defeating Menominee, 50-47. In our JV game from earlier tonight, Fall Creek won that over Durand, 49-41. And Durand head coach Justin Radetsky's coming over, and so we're going to have a chance to talk with him here coming up, as Coach will come on over and have a seat. There we go. Well, Coach, another kind of a little bit of a nail biter. While Fall Creek did get some threes, it wasn't really the bombs away on the three.
No, it really wasn't. They had to work for everything they got, and they had some good drives. We talked about when they feed the post, they like to have that baseline cutter, and they got us a few times on that. And we were all setting up for them feeding 24, and the other guys cutting. And actually, 24 burned us twice, and Gunner got burned back door on it a couple times. But no, they did a nice job. They set a lot of high ball screens. I thought our guys fought through them pretty well. And our help really crammed the lane on them, and that was big just to keep them out of the lane. But they got loose a couple times on it and had some nice drives, and then kickouts for a few threes. But thought we contested pretty good. 34 there. I don't know. He had to have 3 threes. I mean,
he had 2.
2. Yeah, yep. It just seemed like more because he had some big shots where they kept him in there. So nice ball club though.
However, Zach Nelson and Ethan Hurlbert, of all people, were heaving them up, and they were falling in.
Yeah, they did a nice job, and Zach really stretched it for us with those 2 late threes to get that lead. And we were talking to him, hounding him on some defensive mistakes throughout the game, and you could see he was down a little bit about it, and then he had the guts to go out there and knock those down for us, and that was really nice and a good thing for him to build confidence going forward.
One of the things I also noticed, so Ethan had 21, Gunner had 15, but they were kind of working together. You could see that on the baseline. Gunner would be on the left baseline, and Ethan would work his way into the post down the lane, and it'd be like, hey, big brother, I'm right here. Just give it to me, and up and in.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We saw that against Colfax a lot when they were zoning us, those two connecting a lot, like they're almost brothers, right? That they know where each other's at, or you're going to hear it from them at home if you don't get it to them. But they do a good job of finding each other, and it's not just one to the other. They both find each other very well, and they know where they're supposed to be, working through that short corner high post and how they slide down. So those two do a fantastic job working together.
While it stayed close, the free throws, there were a few that we missed, but
we made enough.
We made enough.
We made enough to survive there, and yeah, we talked about that in the locker room.
I think one of them with Nelson, you could just see his legs were pretty tired. That one was kind of short.
Yep, and it was. And those guys played a lot of minutes tonight. That we really kind of were short on our bench, and those guys had to play extended time. So proud of the guys that they knocked down the ones that were there. And we actually got a few rebounds off some of those misses, too, so they were fighting for them as well.
All right, well, big win tonight over Fall Creek. Congratulations.
All right, thanks.
That is Durand head coach Justin Radetsky. Again, Panthers winning tonight by a score of 69-63. And coming up later on this week, we come home tomorrow as the Durand girls will be hosting Boyceville. We'll have that game for you starting at 7 with the pregame. Tip-off at 7:15. Then on the 27th, that's Thursday, we're on the road to Spring Valley with the boys. Then on Friday night, oh boy, this is going to be Friday night of all nights too. This is going to be a crazy one at Durand as the girls hosting Colfax, the rematch. That is going to be a loud and fun game on Friday night. And then on the 29th, the boys, that's Saturday, will be hosting Oliva Strum. So that's our schedule for the upcoming week. Well, we hope you enjoyed our broadcast tonight. Please thank our sponsors. Again, we can't say this enough. Without the support of our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to have brought you tonight's game. So hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank our sponsors for their support. Again, our final score, Durand wins it tonight by a score of 69-63. Been listening to Durand Panther Boys High School Basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM at WRDN Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha. I'm Brian Winnikins. Have a great evening.